Yo, hey guys, my name is Matt. This is from Camp Ridgecrest. Actually, technically, this is my basement. Everybody is on quarantine, as you know. So we wanted to just touch base with your counselors from last year and just talk to them about their life and give you something to watch because these people are awesome, as you know. And so to hear their stories is always encouraging for us. Today, we have Jacob Pullen. I think he's on that side of me. I don't know. Last year's Counselor of the Year. That's kind of a big deal. So that's me tooting your horn, man. Way to go. We love you here at camp, and a lot of people love you, as evidenced by you winning that award. For people at home, Jacob has made a bingo card of things that he thinks I'm going to say during this interview, and I've made a bingo card of things I think he's going to say during this interview. One of us may just hit bingo. And I think I might just do this over the course of however many interviews we do and see how many times I can beat the guest or the guest will beat me. All right, Jacob, first off, tell me, like, where are you from? Where'd you grow up and all that?
Yeah, so first of all, what's up, guys? I'm from a town you have never heard of called Boaz, Alabama.
Okay.
Commonly in between Birmingham and Huntsville. And that's about as far as I get with people.
All right, so family at home, what does that look like? What you got?
My dad lives in Boaz, and we own a farm there. And I sort of grew up working on that and stuff. And then my mom lives in a small little town right next door that you've still never heard of,
Okay.
called Albertville. We had horses and cattle, so I grew up working the farm, riding horses, taking care of cows. So it was
Whoa.
it was fun.
So growing up on the farm, I'm assuming you do a lot of farm boy things. That's like your interests.
Yeah.
But what else? What else you do?
I guess a couple of polar opposite things that come to mind is one, I'm not a big hunter, but I absolutely love duck hunting because what better way to get to shoot something and talk with your friends? So that, but actually really working out and reading.
You read a lot of like fiction, nonfiction, history. What do you like to read?
Yeah, well, growing up, read a lot of. I'm about to diagnose myself as a nerd here. I actually grew up reading the Star Wars.
Okay.
Was actually my first book though was The Hobbit. So my absolute favorite movie series, book series is The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
So read and love those. Love sort of like that epic fantasy adventure, Lord of the Rings, Chronicles of Narnia, and Star Wars. Kind of fitting in that ballpark.
Yeah, I get that. All right, I'm going to ask you, these are rapid fire questions. I'm going to ask you some random questions that are all over the board, and you got to answer as fast as you can.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Yeah, and I don't even know how many I'm going to ask you. I'm just going to ask you until I'm done asking.
Okay,
Here we
let's
go.
do it.
All right,
Thanks, Gary.
are you a morning or a night person?
Is both an option. I'm the kind
Okay.
of guy that stays up till 2 a.m. and gets up at 4:30 a.m.
Oh, you would be a great roommate. If animals could talk, which would be the rudest?
If an animal could talk, which would be my cat, Mr. Whiskers.
Okay.
He is a turd.
Would you rather win an Olympic medal, an Academy Award, or a Nobel Peace Prize?
Nobel Peace Prize.
Oh, okay. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or tucked out?
Tucked out.
What is one food you can never bring yourself to eat?
Pizza.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh, high take. All right. Last question. If you could choose any animal to be your permanent sidekick and it could talk, what animal would it be?
Oh, definitely a lion. Nobody's messing with you.
That's true. Very true. Very Narnia. Aslan. Lion.
Come on.
Very cool. Uh-huh. All right. Let's move into a game. Each of us have a list of about 500 different words. I'm going to pick 3 random numbers, and Jacob is going to look on that list, pick those numbers, that word that corresponds to that number, and then he's going to draw it, and he's going to have 1 minute to get me to guess all 3 of them. Make sense? That makes sense? All right, so I'm going to pick number 73, 27, and 256. On your mark,
Okay.
get set, go. Okay, we got a loaf of bread.
Oh my!
Oh no!
My
wait.
mouse. Something happened to it.
Oh, I got a guess on that, man. A car, a truck. Oh, there we go. There we go.
There it goes.
TV.
Yeah.
Next. Okay, we got a round thing.
My mouse.
What is he doing?
It's quit working.
Pear, an avocado, a face. What is this?
My mouse is not responding. Oh.
Oh man, I don't know what.
There we go.
Here we go. You're doing the same thing. All right, so you're really deliberate on that. Drawing that. Cherry.
What'd you say? What'd you say?
A cherry.
No.
Chariot. Oh, pause. You went 15 seconds over because we gave.
I hate that. My mouse quit moving. It's not working.
All right. What was that?
Eye patch. I was trying to draw this dude's face and then draw like an eye patch coming down.
Ooh, I totally see where you're going with that. If you would have finished that line, I think I could have gotten close to it. Give me some numbers.
The big 77, 28, and 312. Here we go. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3, go. I wonder what it's like to actually.
Oh gosh.
North. A clock.
Nope.
Look
Look what I'm writing.
I know. I'm trying to. What do you call that? Direction.
Come on.
North.
Oh, what is this?
The
whole
world.
thing.
I can't think of the name of it.
All right. Oh gosh, I don't know what.
I can't think of the name of that. I mean, direction.
Oh, here's a dude.
Dude sitting, running, he's carrying something.
Oh, it's this. He's carrying this.
He's carrying the world. I have no time's up. I'm horrible at that. What is that?
It's a compass, man.
I could not think of that.
All right, you are not teaching geocaching next year. Oh, okay. That was kind of hard.
It was. I'm kind of embarrassed as I leave this call.
All right, so kind of switching gears. At camp, we hire two types of people, or one type of person. We hire people that love Jesus and love kids. And those are the requirements. But then what comes with that are some really fun people. So Jacob here obviously fit both of those. So when did you start following Jesus, and what did that look like in your life?
Yeah, so I actually started following Jesus when I was 16 years old. So I was in.
How old are you now?
I'm 22.
Okay.
So it's been about 6 years now.
Yeah.
I've been following Jesus, and that journey, I actually didn't grow up in church. Family never attended church. Was never really involved in church. So quite frankly, I just never had much of an interest in it, and was just sort of focused on other things. And then actually a couple of things growing up made some bad choices that sort of left me in a place to where and I actually ended up having a really bad car wreck. And after that car wreck, I needed to ride to school. And this guy who went to school with me that I was friends with, he came up and offered to take me back and forth to school because my parents couldn't because they were working and stuff. And then actually through that, we became very good friends, and he was involved with a youth group at his church. And he just extended the offer to me and said, hey, like, there's a lot of awesome people I would love for you to come meet and hang out with. And I didn't know what like a youth group or didn't know anything what that was. So it was brand new to me. And so I said, I said, yeah, I'll come. And then it was actually the first night that I came that I talked with the youth pastor. And then I went home and ended up praying that night and started following Jesus. So it was through a couple of crazy events that it happened. Actually,
Bingo.
What's that?
Bingo, hit it. Sorry.
You hit bingo?
I got you with crazy. You said crazy, and I got it.
What were your words?
Crazy, free, and college. College was kind of a cheap one. The free space was cheap, but crazy. I felt good on that one. All right. Anyways, go back to it. What happened there at that church?
Yeah. So I showed up that night, and like I said, I didn't even know what this was going to be. Didn't really know. So I came in, and actually, he left me. He dropped me off at the church about 2 hours early. I've never been to this church before, and I'm sitting in the basement by myself.
Man.
He leaves. I fall asleep on the table. I didn't have nothing else to do, so I put my head down and fell asleep, and then get poked awake by a random man and woman I've never met before, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" It was the youth pastors.
Oh, man.
And so it sort of is an easy way to slide into conversation when someone wakes you up in their basement.
Right.
And so we just took the time. I was always a loner in school and didn't really have many friends. And so I always valued him taking the time to really, I could tell he wanted to get to know me, that he was interested. And that was something that really I cling to. And so that night, we just sort of talked. We just hung out, did youth group, had a service and everything. But afterwards, me and him just sort of hung out. And he asked me some questions about the church, and really made me, what I saw in the youth group, I'd never seen before. Really a family, a bunch of people that so loved one another. And it was honestly something that rocked me. I had never seen nothing like that. And then I went home that night and was definitely playing over, and he asked me, would I love to come back? And I said I would. And then that night I just, I was by myself and just thinking it over. And it really hit me, the questions and thinking about it, of that Jesus really was the answer that I was looking for. That really was the meaning of life. And then through that, I just prayed and I said, Jesus, if you'll have me, I'll follow you. And then from there, it's been a journey for 6 years, but it's been an awesome one.
Yeah. I think one of the things you saying, like going to church and it felt different. It felt like a family.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Lord designed it to look like,
Yeah.
And then I think we get to, and I think you could attest to this, but at camp, being with other counselors and people that are following Jesus alongside of you, and also like, we don't know exactly what we're doing. We're trying to figure it out just like everybody else.
Yeah.
But we're doing it together. And that's what makes camp, one of the reasons camp is so fun.
Yeah.
Everybody on the same page, going the same direction towards Jesus, and it's awesome.
Yeah, I like something that you said, about the Trailstones program, is that we may not have all the answers, but it is, some of us have been journeying just a little bit longer than others, and it is, hey, follow me as I follow him. You know what I mean? And so I like that.
Yeah. All right. So last question about this. What has it looked like in your life since you've started following Jesus? Like what's changed? What's been hard, easy? What does it look like?
Yeah. I will say this, a life following Jesus has proven never to be boring. I have moved a couple of years. The day I turned 18, I moved out west. I got offered a vacation Bible school job there on the Indian reservation in Montana. Cool. So I went and lived in Montana and built teepees during the day.
Awesome.
For Indians, and sort of very similar to camp, taught horseback, taught these skills, and then was a third grade vacation Bible school director. I came back, and it has been through it has been the most amazing adventure of my life that I can say that following Jesus has taken me to places I never thought I would be. It is proven to not always be the easiest. Following God might not seem to be the safest at times, but it is the best.
Yeah.
And so it's been something that has taken me to places I never thought I'd go, made me into somebody I never thought I would be, and I've loved it every step of the way.
Man, it's cool. I agree, man. I went from being a film major in college to working at Ridgecrest full time because I followed Jesus. That's where he brought me, and never saw it coming. But it's been fun. All right, dude. Thank you so much for coming and chatting.
Thank you for inviting me.
All right. Well, summer's coming soon. Everybody, we will see us.
I'm excited.
Jacob's coming. He'll be there.
I'm excited to see my guys. If anybody's watching this, I miss you.
You know who you are, man. You know who you are. Everybody at home, stay safe. Keep washing your hands. And try not to be super bored. Get outside and play a little bit in your driveway. Yeah.
Bring a compass.
Make a compass. Yeah, play Zoom Pictionary. Don't play with Jacob, but play with somebody. All right, dude. You are the man. I love you, and I'll see you soon.
Love you, man. It's good seeing you.
Goodbye.